Hailey Bieber is on edge about Justin's recent behavior, and it's taking a huge toll on her. Over the past few months, the 31-year-old pop star has worried fans and friends after displaying troubling behavior on social media or even while out and about. The concern greatly increased over the Coachella weekends when something seemed off with him while attending the festival's festivities. He was with Hailey and his siblings, 15-year-old brother Jackson and 16-year-old sister Jasmine. Videos showed Justin smoking what appeared to be a blunt throughout the music festival. Now, that's not unusual for the singer nowadays, despite him swearing off illicit substances years ago. But many fans, felt he partied too hard because he looked more and more out of it as the night progressed. He was seen with his pants way too low, swaying side to side, eyes looking sunken in, just a big hot mess. Now, the big issue with that is he was with his underage siblings, and at one point, viewers even think they saw Hailey pulling Jackson away. For his safety, we don't know, or maybe just for damage control for the world or fans. Either way, again, messy, messy, messy. Now, because of these videos, fans are positive all is not well with the Biebs, and they aren't the only ones who think so. Hailey reportedly does too. A Justin source said that things have gotten really bad lately, so much so that the Road founder has been sobbing as she's terrified about what will happen to her husband if something doesn't change soon. The insider shared, she's been in tears about his behavior lately. Things have gotten bad quickly. She's genuinely scared something bad is going to happen to Justin. Oh no, this sounds really worrisome to me, and many others too. Fans have taken to social media more than ever lately to express their worries. So many comments asking if Justin's okay, asking if he's relapsed, asking if they're getting divorced. It just doesn't end, but don't expect to see Hailey leave Justin over this anytime soon. She's staying by his side no matter what, says the source. They went on to say Hailey's very loyal to him. She's not walking away, but she knows something has to change. Her focus is raising Jack in a stable environment. She's drawn a line around what she's willing to tolerate. She means the world to Justin. They have quietly weathered more than most couples ever do. When Hailey Bieber stepped onto the Met Gala red carpet alone on Monday, it was the latest in a string of solo outings. Fans could see the media personality holding a glass of martini in her hand, and she waved her hands to the fans and posed for photographs outside the New York City hotel on her way to the red carpet. Now, in the meantime, Justin Bieber, who did not accompany her to the, soiree, was enjoying a game of hockey between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers. Justin Bieber rarely does red carpet events anyway. He last attended the New York City event in 2021 with Hailey. Prior to that, he only attended back in 2015. So Justin's choice isn't a statement on the state of their marriage, but rather reflects the singer's year-long preference for staying out of the limelight. Now, aside from posting a ton of hockey stuff to his IG, he also later shared an Instagram of his wife that evening expressing admiration for her look of the night. Hey, missing the Met for a Leafs game, very Canadian. Very big fan, very demure. I too missed the Met to watch the game. Well, I just didn't really get an invite, but go Leafs go. Anyway, is Hailey actually really scared for Justin right now? Or is this just fans making a big deal about nothing?
Justin Bieber has recently sparked a wave of concern among fans following a series of Instagram posts in which he appeared to be using a B-O-N-G. The latest photo shared on May 4th shows the pop star sitting outdoors with what looks like a B-O-N-G in hand, while Australian musician Eddie Benjamin plays guitar in the foreground. In another image, Bieber is seen on a balcony with Benjamin, with the thing clearly visible on the floor nearby. These posts come amid ongoing and relentless speculation about Bieber's mental health and personal struggles, following a string of vulnerable social media updates and public pleas for privacy from paparazzi. The reaction from fans was immediate and vocal. Many expressed disappointment and worry in the comments, urging Bieber to reconsider his choices and questioning the example he sets for his younger followers and family. Some specifically referenced his wife, Hailey Bieber, and son, Jack, suggesting that his actions might reflect poorly on his role as a husband and father. Others defended Bieber, arguing that his actions were not unusual and that the scrutiny he faces is excessive. This is not the first time Bieber's behavior has raised eyebrows. Just weeks prior, he was seen at Coachella allegedly engaging with one Mary Jane near his 15-year-old brother Jackson, further fueling public concern. Reports have also surfaced about his inner circle being worried about his decision-making, friendships, finances, and overall well-being. A source claiming to be close to Bieber stated that he is facing a lot of different demons and making choices that are impacting his relationships and business. Fans have grown increasingly concerned for Justin Bieber following his latest social media posts, which have revealed a vulnerable side of the pop star. In a series of cryptic Instagram stories shared on May 7th, Bieber reflected on the emotional toll of seeking love and validation, writing, "Love isn't a you get what you put in kind of thing, it's a receiving. Still find myself trying to earn love and it's exhausting." He went on to admit that despite knowing that he is loved no matter what he does, he still struggles with feelings of unworthiness and the pressure to prove himself worthy of love. Bieber confessed, "Made me exhausted from trying to prove I was worthy at times, also made me feel more entitled at times," acknowledging the complicated emotions that come with fame and constant public scrutiny. The candid admissions have prompted a wave of concern among his fan base, who worry that Bieber may be grappling with deeper issues of self-worth and mental health. While some of his recent posts have been interpreted as signs of inner turmoil, Bieber has also taken moments to publicly express affection for his wife, Hailey Bieber, and pride in their family life, suggesting that he continues to find support and joy in his personal relationships. Despite the speculation, there is no clear indication of trouble within his marriage. In fact, Bieber has recently praised Hailey on social media after this year's Met Gala, reinforcing the strength of their bond. Nonetheless, the pop star's openness about feeling unequipped and unqualified most days has struck a chord with fans, many of whom hope he is receiving the support he needs during this emotionally challenging period. In response to growing speculation, representatives for Bieber have repeatedly denied any allegations of serious substance use, emphasizing that he is simply having fun and that his actions are being unfairly weaponized against him. They assert that Bieber is focused on his family and music, and that the negative narratives circulating online do not reflect his current state. Despite the assurances, the ongoing scrutiny highlights the intense pressure and public interest surrounding Bieber's life and the changes of navigating fame in the digital age.
Justin is having the crash out of the century after ex-Selena Gomez's new album came out, and fans are expressing their concern for him after he appeared on live stream looking unwell and unlike himself. He also recently posted a very cryptic post on social media that said, "I really tried to play nicey nicey," which many believe, is his response to Selena's new song where she sings, "How does it feel to be forgotten?" So many believe that the post was aimed at her. Now, during his Instagram live, he can be seen listening to beats or new music from him. Honestly, it's unclear at this point. Now, the camera is also extremely close up, right to his face. You can basically see his nose hairs. So many people went in the comments to basically say he's completely crashing out, but some people defended him, saying this is just his way of doing and creating music. This is how he gets creative. But the bulk of the comment section is just filled with a lot of, "Are you okay? What is going on? Are you back on shrugs?" Now, the thing is, maybe he is okay. Unpopular opinion, I know, but it is possible he is. But also, it is possible he's not. One thing that's true, though, is that he has never been this active on social media. These last few weeks, he's been extremely on. You have to wonder why, right? It is kind of giving crash out over Selena. Now, one person online said, "Someone keep an eye on him. This is giving Aaron Carter," with another person adding, "He needs Benny Blanco more than Selena does." One user actually predicted that he will be the next Kanye West, and he was also compared several times to our girl Britney Spears. Now, it's a lot going on, and the vibe is that it won't stop anytime soon. A Selena fan actually took to his comment section to write that she's worried about Selena's wedding day. She wrote, "I'm worried that on Selena's wedding day, he's going to steal her, because if he is crashing out this hard just because of an album and her and Benny's interviews, then he's going to snap on her wedding day." That comment got over 1,000 likes, so the concern is evident. People are calling for, childhood fame and what it does to people to be studied, because more times than not, we see this sort of pattern happen, and the end result, usually not good, right? Personally, I will always, I was actually always very skeptical about Justin still being obsessed with Selena. Not really anymore, though. A happily married man doesn't do all of this, in my opinion. Now, he will probably always be in love with Selena. Users on X are having the biggest reactions to all of this. One person wrote, "Why is Justin crashing out on the internet every day? I think it's more than just Selena and Benny and everything that's come out about Diddy. I think he's genuinely crying out for help while the whole world just sits and laughs at him. Another person said, I think Selena has motivated him to get back to music. He said it before, Selena motivates him. So I think with all the drama and negativity going on in the media, he's pushing for new music. Someone responded to that comment by saying, I don't think Justin ever really loved Hailey. He just settled for her because he thought Selena would be jealous. Now that she moved on, he is stuck in a relationship he probably never wanted to begin with. One theory circulating, online is that he's pretending to be insane and mentally incompetent so he doesn't have to testify at the Diddy trial. Interesting. At the end of the day, Justin Bieber's recent posts and expressions are too vague to really draw, concrete conclusions over. The whole post, I really tried to play nicey-nicey. We really don't know exactly what that means yet, but time will tell us, hopefully. Still, Justin Bieber has people in his corner no matter what, so hopefully he feels supported right now, and in a way that he could get him on less chaotic track. Hopefully he recently hit the gym with none other than Gunna, who which is a crossover many fans might not have expected to witness at any time. Both are huge stars these days though, so it checks out just fine. Also, Biebs has also been a big rap fan. Hailey Bieber just unfollowed Justin on Instagram. Justin Bieber had a very active day on Instagram yesterday, sharing 8 new posts and 17 Instagram stories. That's right, 17. He shared a post with his son, Jack Bieber, and an Instagram story featuring a very close-up photo of Hailey Bieber set to Sade's, Jezebel song. Now, he posted about God as well and how he really tried to play nicey-nicey, like I said, and then he also shared a story of himself preparing a J. Now, in the midst of the social media activity, Hailey made a surprising move Monday morning. The model unfollowed her husband on the platform. Now, it's unclear whether she did it by accident or on purpose. It could also be a very early April Fool's Day joke as well, because, it is March 31st, so hey. Justin still follows her on the platform. Hailey's Instagram stories contain no hint at all of her motive. They are just regrams of her business Roadskins account. Now, Daily Mail pointed out she did recently repost a TikTok where a user wrote, I'd be a terrible therapist because I'd want to see a pic of the person you're crying about, which had people raising eyebrows. Now, still, Hailey was very supportive of her husband's posting spree yesterday. She even commented a heart eyes emoji on his latest post. Hailey's move, though, comes months after Justin briefly unfollowed her in January. Now, he claimed it was not deliberate. He refollowed her and wrote on his own Instagram story saying, someone went on my account and unfollowed my wife. Ish is getting sus out here. Now, days before Hailey unfollowed Justin on Instagram, Justin shared a very emotional statement on his Instagram story saying that he felt like a fraud and unqualified most days. Now, after this post, the couple were spotted meeting a pastor at a Los Angeles church. Now, that visit came, right after Justin admitted to struggling with anger issues in another Instagram post. He also revealed that he wants to grow and not react so much. And on March 21st, a source spoke about the state of, Bieber's marriage, shutting down speculation that there was trouble. The source said, things are fine. Hailey's working and Justin's creating music. The insider also added, they are just doing their thing. They are not concerned what people think. They have a great life. They love being parents. They have a great marriage too. Now, on February 24th, a source also said that Hailey has made a real effort to be there for her husband as he, manages his mental health, saying Hailey is trying to be as supportive as possible. It can be hard for Hailey, but she's always there for him and is understanding. Now, Hailey actually spoke to W Magazine last July about how upsetting speculation about her and Justin's relationship has been. She revealed that she works with a therapist in order to not let the negative comments get to her. She said, people have made me feel so bad about my relationship since day one. Oh, they're falling apart. They hate each other. They're getting divorced. It's like people don't want to believe that we're happy. I used to try to act like it hurts less and less. I've tried to think that, you get used to it at a certain point, that this is what it's going to be, and she basically said, she realizes that it doesn't actually ever hurt any less. The drama between Justin and Hailey Bieber seems to be going on forever. Amid Hailey unfollowing Justin, fans took to social media, instantly asking Justin why his wife unfollowed him. Others quickly responded saying things like, "You're right, she did. I just checked. She did. LOL. And she is done." However, other admirers of the couple pointed out that no, she didn't, adding that it appears that everyone unfollowed the singer because he deactivated the account for 7 minutes. Another person said, "No, she didn't. When someone deactivates their account, it takes a while for them to show up in someone's following." So personally, I just checked right now on Instagram, like a couple minutes ago, and Hailey is still unfollowing Justin. Like, he's still not on her list. So I don't think it's a glitch, and I checked Justin's account as well, and he is following her. So she's not following him, he's following her. So let's see what transpires in the next few days, yeah? What do you guys think? Is this all one big April Fool's prank? Is Justin putting on a facade to avoid testifying in Diddy's trial next month? Is Justin crashing out over Selena Gomez? Or is Hailey and JB headed for divorce? Justin Bieber is continuing his crusade against paparazzi, except this time he was seen going live on Instagram last Friday, catching paparazzi allegedly closely following him in vehicles while he is on the road himself. He is clearly upset by the scenario and at one point yelling to an officer from his window to complain about the drivers being reckless. This singer seemingly puts his phone down, disrupting footage of the pops, but you can easily hear him complaining, saying, "This is getting crazy, man, no joke." It seems like justice was served, as you can actually hear police sirens go off, setting Justin into a very subdued yet no word spoken celebration, saying, "There we go, some justification for this ish." I hope they arrest his bleeping behind too. Now, this is just the latest scene in Justin's fight against, invasive paparazzi. Last Thursday, he shared a video to expose paparazzi swarming him and his wife Hailey Bieber as they tried to get to their parked SUV. And just before Coachella kicked off, he slammed more paparazzi who found him at a coffee shop in Palm Springs. As he walked outside the establishment, he accused them of trying to make a buck off of him. Now, the Biebs has been a prime target for paparazzi since he was a young teen, so it's no surprise he's absolutely sick of being followed. Fans have been expressing their concern for his safety and overall mental health due to his interactions with paparazzi, and have even encouraged him to just protect himself by fleeing Los Angeles. However, Justin said on Friday he won't back down because he thinks the city is where his influence is most needed. Now, his remarks come after it was revealed he had a falling out with his ex-manager Scooter Braun, as well as the best man at his wedding, Ryan Good, over very serious drama with his former brand Drew House. JB informed fans he was no longer associated with the brand earlier this month and is now starting a new venture called Skylark. Justin Bieber's fans are concerned after his Coachella video goes viral. Coachella footage of Justin Bieber has sparked concerns among fans over the performer's well-being. Several videos circulating on social media do show the pop star exhibiting very concerning behavior while dancing among festival attendees. Justin Bieber attended Coachella's second weekend stages, but fans believe the pop star doesn't look fine based on the videos. In one particular clip, it seems like the pop star is smoking while dancing with his head hung very low. In another clip, Bieber appears at a corner of a private party, bopping to the music while seemingly inebriated by some sort of substance. The 31-year-old Grammy winner also appeared topless in one video as he hunched over and bopped to some tunes. Now, fans, of course, took to social media to discuss Bieber's current condition. One user commented on X saying, "I don't know the context, I just have compassion. He does not look well. I hope someone who loves him helps him to get the support and healing he needs." Another fan posted on Reddit saying he's been through a lot, it's catching up to him, and he's spiraling, very sad to see. Speaking of Bieber's concerning behaviors increasing in the past few months, another Reddit user wrote, "Childhood fame is an awful beast, and often childhood issues bubble up after having children, so I can only imagine. Wishing him and his family peace and healing." Meanwhile, Bieber recently came on an Instagram Live where his behavior raised speculation amongst fans, leading many to wonder if he was okay. The singer appeared very very distressed and displayed erratic behavior in the live stream as he bopped to some more music and kept the phone camera a little too close to his face. Now, earlier in March, Bieber also posted some unusually emotional Instagram captions. He wrote, "I was always told when I was a kid not to hate, but it made me feel like I wasn't allowed to have it, and so I didn't tell anyone that I had it." He continued to say, "Which made me feel like I have been drowning, feeling unsafe to acknowledge it." It was cryptic and very confusing and left fans scratching their heads. Justin Bieber has been in the limelight lately for a million wrong reasons. His Instagram posts have probably been the thing that's worried his fans the most. Now people are calling for him to get serious help, and I think I speak for all of us when I say we are worried. Now back on March 3rd, Justin posted another series of photos that sent waves online in speculation about his state of mind. Bieber uploaded a series of Instagram photos of himself riding on a bicycle while blowing out smoke and holding a bong in his hands. Now not only is this dangerous to himself, but to others around him. Now people took to the comment section, of course, to say how irresponsible he's being and asked if this is the type of influence he wants to have on his fans, but not only that, on his son. Now, not long after that post, the musician opened up about life in the public eye. He shared another post on his Instagram story that said, "People told me my whole life, wow, Justin, you deserve that. And I personally have always felt unworthy, like I was a fraud. Like when people told me I deserved something, it made me feel sneaky, like, damn, if they only knew my thoughts, how judgmental I am, how selfish I really am, they wouldn't be saying this." He continued to say, "I say all of this to say if you feel sneaky, welcome to the club. I definitely feel unequipped and unqualified most days." He then posted another Instagram post that changed the vibe a bit and left everything equally as confusing. It said, "We have nothing to prove today, just the gift of life today to accept and receive. Nothing is owed to us, and we don't know anyone anything." Now people were quick to point out how moody he seems or just how inconsistent his thoughts and emotions are. Like, yeah, everyone has those days, but it seems like for Justin, it's been one of those days every day for the past year. Justin Bieber made a very weird but also oddly personal Instagram post that encouraged fans to reach out if they wanted to collaborate. The post said, "DM me if you want to make music together." He captioned an Instagram post alongside several blurry images. In the last slide, of his post, Bieber shared a black and white selfie where he looked directly at the camera with a very straight face. Funny enough, I did think it was a pic of RuPaul at first. And I knew I wasn't crazy because I went to the comment section and many people shared my first thought. But anyway, Justin hasn't dropped a new album since Justice in 2021, so the comment section quickly filled with excited chatter, and among the comments were a few famous names like Jaden Smith and Kalani. Now, this one was different because he posted it to his grid and not as a story, which means either he was serious and really wanted people to comment and reach out, or maybe it was like a low-key cry for help. Now, despite all the big celebrity names that dropped comments, the comment that got the most people talking was from Drake, who appeared to call Justin out for allegedly ignoring his private messages. His comment said, "I DM'd, but no reply." The comment, of course, garnered thousands of likes and replies. Despite having been active on Instagram since it was posted, Justin has yet to acknowledge the comment. But if it makes you feel any better, Drake has never replied to my DMs either. As any OG believer will know, the two Canadians go way back. In 2010, Drake made a cameo in the music video for Justin's hit single Baby, and 2 years later they collaborated on a track called Right Here for Justin's iconic Believe album in 2012. Since then, the pair has not released any new songs together, but have seemingly remained on good terms. I mean, notably, Justin memorably starred in the 2020 music video for Drake and DJ Khaled's song Pop Star. With all that being said, it's not exactly clear what this interaction means for these two, although it does suggest that Justin is actively working on new music, and I'm not going to complain about that. All in all, his behavior as of lately has been very concerning, to say the least. Hailey Bieber credits a shared belief in God as the foundation for their 2018 marriage, but it's doubtful Hailey could have predicted that at the age of 28, she would be looking up to the heavens and begging for her young husband Justin to be saved. Gaunt, dazed, and hollow-eyed, the 31-year-old pop superstar has become increasingly unrecognizable in recent months, fueling growing concerns with videos of himself illegal substances glasses, smoking herbs, and acting erratically on impromptu live streams on Instagram and other social media platforms. The deeply worrying behavior has sparked desperate calls for an intervention to prevent him from suffering a fate similar to other befallen child stars like Britney Spears, Aaron Carter, and even Amanda Bynes. Now, a church insider has laid bare Hailey's turmoil, revealing the Rhode Beauty founder, who shares a son, Jack Blues Bieber, with Justin, has asked close friends and family to just pray for her husband. An insider close to the pair has said he's in a spiral, he's manic, not sleeping, hardly eating, sending frantic texts in the middle of the night. He often doesn't make a lot of sense, but he is convinced that he does. He doesn't realize how much help he needs, and everyone around him is really worried. Justin Bieber's crazy behavior is especially concerning considering the somewhat private existence he lived in recent years. Lately, however, he has been everywhere, photographed in public places, wearing very bizarre outfits or even shirtless, posting cryptic, memes suggestive of marital woes, and sharing troubling pictures and videos to his social media. A recent appearance at a Los Angeles pop-up for Hailey's makeup brand was seen as particularly upsetting, with a very jittery Justin grinning uncontrollably and shifting nervously. It came a year after Hailey's father, actor Stephen Baldwin, appeared to hint at private troubles. A born-again Christian, Baldwin shared a post from Pastor Victor Marks, founder of All Things Possible Ministries, publicly asking, for prayers for the couple. In a now deleted post, of course, it read, "There are special challenges that folks in high visibility positions face, and also the enemy doesn't want them to draw closer to Jesus." It continued to read, "Please, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them to have wisdom, protection, and to draw close to the Lord." The post, shared in February of 2024, reportedly infuriated Hailey at the time. Another insider, and one that actually belongs to the church, actually said that Hailey has asked everyone around her to just bathe Justin in prayer because she can't pull him out of this. People close to him don't even think he can pull himself out of this. She allegedly said, "Only God can help him now. We've been here before, but maybe not this bad." Justin Bieber has been open about past substance, dependency issues, in particular his use of Xanny in the years after his rapid rise from a small town teen to a chart-topping pop giant. Vogue magazine in 2019, "I think there were times when my security was coming in late at night to check my pulse and see if I was still breathing." That's scary, right? And the health battles didn't end there. In 2020, he was diagnosed with Lyme disease. In 2023, he suffered temporary facial paralysis due to Ramsay Hunt syndrome. And last year, he was reportedly deeply troubled when his former mentor, Sean Diddy Combs, was charged with a string of hideous crimes. Justin is also said to have fallen out with his longtime manager, Scooter Braun, who discovered his YouTube videos in 2008 and linked up, a young Justin with R&B sensation Usher. Braun was once his most trusted confidant, but now the relationship is completely strained, and Justin recently unfollowed him on Instagram in an apparent, purging of figures from his early fame. Last month, Justin admitted to feeling, kind of like a fraud and just unequipped and unqualified most days. He also revealed that he has anger issues and he hates himself at times. Over the weekend, Justin actually shared a very disturbing live stream video during which he played new music, demos, and appeared to just be utterly out of it. Some fans drew comparisons of Justin Bieber with singer Aaron Carter, who sparked concern on a live stream days before he was found passed away in a bathtub of his California home, only aged 34, back in November of 2022. In fact, Justin's struggles has caught the attention of Carter's close friend Gary Madatan, who had pleaded actually for a professional to jump in and save Justin before it's too late. Gary actually said, "He's not getting better, he's getting worse." Having previously been in denial, Hailey is now just desperate for help. According to another source close to the model, who claims she has, struggled to accept quite how dire the situation has become. The insider said Hailey had been making out that he's okay, and she was trying to ignore the major problems he's been dealing with. She was putting on a brave face because she doesn't want to admit Justin has huge challenges he needs to overcome. Hailey Bieber is watching the love of her life spiral behind closed doors, and the worry in her heart is reportedly starting to crack through the flawless image she usually keeps so carefully composed. According to reports by her friends, Hailey is quietly rallying her inner circle, asking not for celebrity advice or PR fixes, but for something far more spiritual: prayers. Justin Bieber has, the once bright-eyed pop sensation, seems to be slipping deeper into a space where concern has turned into fear. An insider said he's in a spiral, he's manic, he's not sleeping, he's hardly eating, he's sending, crazy texts in all hours of the night. He often doesn't make sense, but he's convinced he does. He doesn't realize, just how bad it is, how much help he really needs. Everyone around him is just really concerned. The singer has also dramatically transformed in the past few weeks. His once very vibrant appearance has faded, replaced by a very scrawny frame, vacant eyes, and a confused expression that has left fans and insiders just deeply unsettled. The concern doesn't end with his looks though, as his behavior has been equally alarming, from smoking on camera to turbulent, unpredictable antics during live streams. Something just isn't right. Each new video only adds to the growing sense that Justin is spiraling just further and further out of control. Hailey Bieber can't pretend anymore. For Hailey, it's no longer about saving face. The model who has been raising baby Jack with Justin is said to be at her absolute breaking point. At first, she reportedly tried to keep up appearances, hoping, whatever this was would just pass. But lately, her actions speak louder than any statement, and she's turned to faith, her family, and a church community watching this unfold with growing alarm. Now, Hailey's father, Stephen Baldwin, has been signaling concern for a long time now, sharing cryptic yet heartfelt posts that hinted at spiritual battles within the couple's marriage. And to quickly remind you, the post said there are special challenges that folks in high visibility positions face. The enemy doesn't want them to draw closer to God, which went on to discuss, threats to the couple's faith, marriage, and life in general. Now, at the time, Baldwin's posts, didn't sit well with Hailey when they first emerged, but now it seems that she's actually clinging to that same lifeline that he once tried to offer her. The parallels to other fallen child stars are just very hard to ignore. The worry is real, not just among fans, but within their own circle. Tragic examples of Amanda Bynes, Orlando Brown, you remember from That's So Raven, and more chillingly again, Aaron Carter. It's already in front of them. Hailey and Justin Bieber's new photos from Los Angeles show the celebrity couple cozying up for a lunch date. Their outing on a sunny day comes in the midst of the ongoing rumors about the trouble in their marriage. However, the duo shut down the speculations about their marriage crisis as they were spotted affectionately holding each other's arms in recent photographs. The two appeared to be, in good spirits during their lunch date while keeping a very low profile. Hailey Bieber and her husband Justin recently, shared a very cozy moment during their lunch date. Now, the celebrity couple surprised fans by having a very cute twinning moment with their stylish outfits in the middle of all their divorce rumors. In the new photos, the beauty mogul, donned a simple, very chic black sleeveless top. She styled it with a pair of loose-fitting low-rise pants in black. She kept her hair open during the outfit and went for, a pair of minimalistic white shoes. Hailey further accessorized her look by adding a black hat with a little pop of bright red and wore a pair of classic black sunglasses. Now, when it came to makeup, the businesswoman opted for a very soft look, which included a bright pink blush on her cheeks and a glossy berry nude lip. Fans could also see the model carrying a big black purse in the LA photos. Meanwhile, though, Justin Bieber perfectly complimented his wife this time, and the Canadian singer actually was sported a very comfy hoodie matching in black. He paired the hoodie with baggy dark gray pants, a pair of cozy brown shoes, and a pink beanie finished off the singer's look. The couple was previously seen grabbing ice cream along with Hailey's close friend Lori Harvey. People think this whole look and this whole, date was just for show to basically shut people up. Now, every week something new emerges with Justin and Hailey. It seems to be growing more and more, just imperative for them, and she's becoming more impatient with it all. Justin Bieber is no stranger to being followed and bombarded by paparazzi, but it looks like his patience is wearing thin. Last Friday morning, the Canadian pop star shared a video on Instagram that shows photographers swarming him outside what appears to be his Los Angeles home. The short clip, which has already racked up millions of views, shows a group of men, presumably paparazzi, following Bieber and actually basically snapping photos as flashbulbs go off literally non-stop. He wrote in the caption, "This has to stop," clearly frustrated. Now in the video, Bieber can be heard saying, "Look at these guys, man," while another voice repeatedly tells the crowd to watch out and back up. One of Bieber's 294 million Instagram followers commented saying, "Dang, I think this is the first celeb POV of paparazzi we've gotten. Really does show the perspective," with another person saying, "To think this has been happening to you since you were 13 is just absolutely insane." Now in a series of follow-up posts, Bieber reflected on the toll years of public life have taken on him, comparing his treatment to that of Princess Diana, as he declared, he's getting hit from all angles amid growing concern about his well-being. Princess Diana tragically passed away in a car crash while being chased by paparazzi in 1997. He wrote, "People have had to DIE because of this crap. Princess Diana is the first person that comes to mind." Bieber, who's originally from Ontario, Canada, lives in LA with his wife Hailey and their young son Jack Blues Bieber. But after sharing the video, fans flooded his comments urging him to move, many suggesting, that maybe he head back to Canada. But despite the suggestions, Bieber made it clear he's not going anywhere. He acknowledged the outcry by making another Instagram post that said, "I won't be bullied out of where I believe my influence is most needed," acknowledging, the darker side of Hollywood, but insisting he's trying to use his platform for good. He continued to say, "I want nothing to do with the transactional nature of this place, but I believe we can change things." The singer also posted a photo of a lion, writing, "I believe God is my lion." He admitted he's struggling with patience, even saying it can be really hard to not rip these effing guys' heads off, before emphasizing, that he's trying to forgive both himself and those who exploit him. Justin went on to say, "Today I'm forgiving myself for my own selfishness and forgiving those who seek to use and attack me simply because they want to capitalize off of me, or their jealousy makes them want to make me feel small like how they feel." He said, "However you slice it, I'm getting hit from all angles here." He then continued to say, "And I'm no victim. I moved to LA knowing it's messed up out here, but can we as a unit align with how messed it is out here and change this crap? Or are we gonna let these F-boys keep treating us like crap and not change laws or anything?" He concluded his little Instagram speech by saying, "We gotta do better. Please, can we make a change?" Well, Justin, while I agree with you for the most part, sadly, as we know, Hollywood is Hollyweird, and I'm doubtful a change will come anytime soon, but I hope he's able to reassess the situation if things get worse for him and make decisions that better himself and his family. Justin has been hit in the spotlight for more than a decade, having rose to fame when he was just a teenager. He's continued to attract attention in recent years, like over his personal life, and he's no stranger to being photographed out in public. Now his latest post comes after he shared more footage of himself and wife Hailey Bieber being met by paparazzi outside a property in a post uploaded hours prior. The footage was filmed from his perspective again, and he criticized paparazzi in a separate incident in which he said they didn't care about human beings earlier this month. And it shows him basically greeted by paparazzi on the street. Now, flashes of light are seen as photos are taken of the couple. Justin and Hailey are directed to a car parked nearby. Someone, thought to be maybe a member of their entourage, actually warns at one point, "Watch out, guys." And Justin is also heard saying himself, "Guys, can you just please back up?" As photographers stand in front of the vehicle while Justin gets closer, someone appears to say, "Yo, watch out." The video then briefly shows Hailey behind Justin as she gets into the car. Now, an apparent member of their team then appears to shine a torch towards paparazzi before saying, "You guys done? Go ahead, go." There's tension as words are exchanged, and then the video ends as Justin just gets into the car. Now, Justin was met with supportive messages from fans in the comments section of the post after showing his own perspective in the video. One person wrote, "No one deserves to be chased and blinded by flashes just for existing. You're a human being, not a product. Sending you peace and privacy, Justin." Justin Bieber is mourning the passing of his grandfather, Bruce Dale. On April 26, the singer announced that his grandfather passed away when he shared a very sweet throwback photo of them together in 2009 on Instagram. He penned the caption, "Papa, I always took all your money, LOL. I remember you specifically telling me Grandma gave you an allowance of $20 for the week. I would always convince you to spend it on snacks at the hockey game on Friday nights. Reluctantly, you always gave it to me. Bieber then named some snacks that, he would buy with his grandpa's cash, listing corn nuts, Skittles, gumballs, Chuck-a-Puck, whatever that is, and slush puppies. The singer also gave a shout out to referees at a Canadian junior hockey league for, enduring all of his grandpa's heckling for all of his horrible referee calls. He said in the touching but slightly concerning post, "I can't wait to see you again soon in heaven. Until then, I know you're watching down, probably still heckling BD or Fagin for missing that cross-check call in the corner there, LMFAO. I will miss you, I will ache, and I'll sit and let myself remember all of the wonderful times we've had." Now, Bieber also took to his Instagram stories to share a very beautiful throwback video of him running into his grandfather's arms as a little kid. His wife, Hailey Bieber, also paid tribute to her late grandfather-in-law. On her Instagram story, she reposted Bieber's message about his grandfather and added, "Love you, Grandpa Bruce," with the angel wing and dove emoji. According to Dale's obituary, he was 80 when he passed peacefully at the Rotary Hospice, Stratford, Perth on April 24th. Now, Dale has been known to be a very proud supporter of his grandson's music career. In a 2018 interview at the Steps to Stardom exhibit, he revealed what it was like to see Bieber on stage for the very first time. Dale said, "Seeing him on stage for the first time was amazing. Grandma and I drove 8 hours just to get to the first show, and he didn't know we were coming." When asked why he gets emotional talking about Bieber, Dale said, "I don't know, it just happens. I can sit and talk, with anybody about anything, but when it comes to talking about him, I just get emotional." Justin's post, while very touching, also had a lot of fans slightly concerned because of his choice of wording. In his post, he said, "See you soon," soon being the concerning word. The concern is valid because of the string of events that has taken place recently and just how concerned everyone overall has been for Justin in the past few months. He has been posting very alarming social media posts for some time now, and people begging Hailey to get him help. People constantly asking him in the comments if he's okay, or if he's even relapsed maybe. With all of that going on, and out on the public constantly asking if him and Hailey are getting divorced, it just seems like it's one thing after the next for Justin. His grandfather passing is definitely a cause for concern because fans are worried he actually might spiral further and have a total breakdown. People have already claimed that he's been crashing out over Selena Gomez getting engaged to Benny Blanco, and now this, it may be all too much. Now, majority of the comments on social media say the same thing, like, "This is a very sweet tribute, but why say see you again soon?" People may be reading too much into it, but based off all of Justin's actions lately, can we blame them? Now, fans are also concerned because Justin hasn't produced a studio album in about 5 years, and while this may not be the best time to pressure him to do so, people are speculating that he may be done with the industry and, are scared they might never get another song from the singer. On another point, fans are now convinced that because of disgraced rapper P. Diddy's trial coming up on May 5th, they believe Justin will be in a horrible state of mind that day, as some people suggest that he's been taken advantage of by Diddy. And this comes after resurfaced clips of the two when he was a lot younger came back into the spotlight that actually showed Diddy having Justin over at his house for about 72 hours, saying it's a young boy's dream, and he was very young, looking slightly scared and distraught. Although Justin hasn't spoken, on any matters regarding Diddy, it's alleged that he knows more than he's let on, and that he may even be called to testify, something he would likely be reluctant to do since it seems he wants no involvement in this whole debacle. All of Justin's recent appearances do nothing except send mixed messages to fans and the online world. We can't determine if he's out enjoying his life or if he's truly bothered and damaged and in need of some help. Either way, I hope he gets help if it's needed and that the paparazzi leaves him alone for just a little bit.
Justin Bieber is posting on Instagram and it's making people nervous. The pop star has been using his social media a lot lately, posting what can be described as cryptic messages. One of his most recent came from just a few days ago on Saturday, March 22nd. It was a video of Bieber jamming out with a few musicians. As the camera panned around the room, it looked like everyone was having a good time creating music together. The actual video wasn't what had fans concerned, of course, it was the caption that went along with it. It read, "I think I hate myself sometimes when I feel myself start to become inauthentic. Then I remember we're all being made to think we're not enough, but I still hate when I change myself to please people." Some necessary context to go along with this. People have been worried about Bieber, well, forever, but it's kicked up again in recent months after the star has been spotted out looking, well, just like worn down, as some people would say. Of course, there's a number of reasons why that could be happening. I mean, he's got a new mini human at home, being the most normal, but of course the internet is the internet, and the most logical answer is not always the one people focus on. Popular theories as to why the star might be feeling down, or I guess in his words, inauthentic, right now include issues with Hailey Bieber, a Diddy-related thing, or just, in general, people speculating about his mental health. So yeah, the usual for 2025. Yes, starting off with Hailey Bieber, who you either know or have correctly guessed to be Justin's wife. People are very against this couple, and the reason changes with the season. At first, a lot of people were still Team Selena, aka they wanted Justin to stay with ex Selena Gomez. Then it morphed into just not liking Hailey Bieber as a person, but today it is because a lot of people believe that Hailey is too obsessed with Selena and stalked Justin. And also Selena, depending on which internet theory thread you are reading online. Basically, people found old tweets from Hailey that showed that the woman was a huge fan of both singers growing up. She was even a huge Selena fan. Pretty soon, deep dives and full-on investigations into this started popping up online. A Justin Bieber fan who was known by Beliebers to be like the Justin Bieber source came forward to share that she'd allegedly received messages from Hailey Bieber in the past, asking which hotels Justin was staying at so that she could stay there too. Hailey has also been accused of using her father's fame to arrange for her and Justin to meet a few times. When they were dating, Hailey sat down for an interview with Jimmy Fallon where she claimed that she wasn't a Bieber originally. Obviously, people didn't like this and started finding all the times that she was present at Justin's shows and things like that. And then as for the Selena drama, that has also ramped up again recently. Hailey Bieber has been accused many times over the years of copying Justin's ex. There are entire social media accounts dedicated to capturing every time Bieber copies her, and actually vice versa too. In a more recent incident, Hailey allegedly liked a video that was poking fun at Selena and her fiance, Benny Blanco. The person who made the video shared screenshots of Hailey's like, however, she deleted them later on, right around when articles started popping up that Hailey was allegedly seeking legal action against those that are attacking her online, but it's unclear if those two things are actually linked. Now though, many of Justin's posts on social media are full of comments about how Justin's wife is a stalker and obsessed with his ex and how embarrassing that is. People are commenting about how bad they feel for Justin marrying Hailey and now being tied to an alleged stalker for life. Just making a lot of claims in those Instagram comment sections. There's a lot coming at this couple right now. So we have the claims that Justin's wife is a stalker, then we have people speculating that Justin has been using substances, something he has said he struggled with in the past. Photos of Justin looking a bit tired while out have gone viral over the past few months. People have been commenting that Justin must look this way because he's been using them. A rep for the family has denied these claims and said that they are harmful narratives. An earlier post from Justin featured the star letting fans into his brain a little bit by sharing that he feels unequipped and unqualified most days, but overall it seems that the star is wanting to focus on his music and his family, with a March 8th post featuring the line, "Nothing is owed to us and we don't owe anyone anything." But Diddy and Justin Bieber, they do have a history together, as do most people in the entertainment industry, because Diddy left no stone unturned when it came to fame. But Justin's friendship, though that's probably not the right word for it, his work friendship with Diddy started a lot younger than most stars, because Justin's music career started younger than most people. He was like, what, a tween when he shot to international fame? That's like mini pop kids age, not headlining act age. And yet he took over the world. Bieber fever was an international epidemic and no one wanted a cure for it. Even Hollywood wasn't immune. Everyone wanted a piece of the young star because a photo with Bieber was good press, no matter which way you look at it. Diddy was one of the first major stars to catch on to this. It helped that his own protege Usher was one of the people that already knew Bieber because he actually helped him get signed. Bieber was a fan of Diddy's before they met though. He even asked his fans to help get the disgraced rapper's attention, and long story short, it worked. Diddy invited Bieber to hang out with him for 48 hours. At least, that's the story a video from way back in Bieber's YouTube account tells. The video is literally titled Justin Bieber's 48 Hours with Diddy. In the video, we see that Bieber and Diddy are walking around Diddy's property, and pretty soon it turns into like a mini interview about everything the pair are going to get up to over the 48 hours. At the time of release, which is November 2009, this was a really cool thing. All people knew about Diddy was that he was the king of parties and widely liked. Plus, he had been Usher's legal guardian before, so why would anyone have a reason to worry? At the time, Diddy said their upcoming time together would be a teen's dream and crazy. In the year of our Lord 2025, we know now that's not words you want Diddy saying next to a young person, considering what the man has been accused of. Later videos of Diddy and Bieber together include one from 2010, posted to Diddy's YouTube, in which the rapper gets on Bieber's case for not calling him as much or hanging out with him. I wish I was lying, but I am not. The comment section for the video is, first of all, shockingly on, and secondly, full of comments about how nervous Bieber looks. The same can be said of a later interview Bieber and Diddy did in 2011 for Jimmy Kimmel Live. Kimmel asked the pair about something from the OG 48 Hours with Diddy thing, and the conversation ended with Diddy seemingly, hopefully, jokingly, saying he knows better than to be talking about the things he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Some things ain't for everybody. Really hoping that people are wrong with what they speculate, that something untoward happened either to or around Justin when he was with Diddy. One Reddit user is adamant that nothing did happen. They compiled a bunch of receipts to prove that Bieber never did spend 48 hours with Diddy and it was all promotion or just something like that. They allege that Justin simply went over to Diddy's house that day to film the short video of them together and then probably showed Diddy the song that he produced for him and then left after that. They also allege that they met almost a week before the video was even posted on October 31st, aka Halloween. Using the outfit Justin was wearing in the video, the Reddit user tied Justin to a series of other events that, according to this person, actually took place that day. The timeline essentially going: a Levi's event in the morning, Diddy's house in the afternoon, a radio interview in the evening, and then because it was Halloween, he went trick-or-treating with his friends and then back to one of his friends' houses for a party at night. A tweet from Bieber on the 1st implies that he was always going to fly out that day for a Vancouver show, but due to illness, he wouldn't be able to. It's definitely an interesting theory and definitely better than what people were speculating about before. Of course, even if nothing happened with Diddy, Justin has been failed by other adults in Hollywood, and that's not even speculation, it's been caught on camera. In general, there's lots of videos of a not legal Bieber being asked really invasive questions about his romantic and personal life, but there's also a lot of videos of adults touching Bieber in a way that crosses a boundary. Bieber was 18 when he had his behind grabbed by Katy Perry, about 28, backstage at a concert. The same year, Jenny McCarthy, about 40, did the same thing at an award show, but also went a step further, kissing the boy's neck. Justin's speech that night kicked off with, "Wow, I feel violated right now." At the time, of course, people who thought this was weird behavior were the minority, but now the reverse is true, thank goodness. Fans of Bieber are worried that any possible past trauma from the industry has been impacting him in recent months, and that might be why he is posting all these odd things. There was a lot of speculation that Bieber's song Yummy and its corresponding music video were leaving hints about this sort of thing and the lasting effects. People are wondering if, in the event that Diddy was a negative experience for Justin, if his upcoming trial is causing any emotional turmoil in the star. The leaked photos and videos from the music festival show Justin Bieber walking around wearing his usual style, that is clothing that is loose, it is big, it is not form-fitting, you get the picture. The only difference is that this time he did get a bit more brave, at least in comparison to his last few public outings, aka the times he was just walking down the street. This time, Bieber's boxers were on full display. His pants were hanging low in the way that had people in a tizzy a few years ago when it was a trend for boys to wear pants half off like that, but they do say that fashion trends go in a circle because Bieber is bringing that look back. He paired the look with a white pullover, red cap, and sunnies. What I will say that I'm kind of obsessed with is his pants are hanging really low in some photos and videos, right? But it also looks like he's wearing a belt. Like, it's just so camp. Like, why belt? Belts hold up pants, and that's clearly not the case here. I don't know. I feel like he might be onto something with this fashion. I mean, in his defense, Coachella is just full of people in fashionable outfits with minimal coverage, so he's honestly on trend. I think he also might be wearing a second pair of pants under his first pair of pants, but please don't quote me on that. Regardless, people don't love the half-off look, and were quick to voice their concerns about the singer and blame his wife. Of course! Hailey Bieber is, you guessed it, Justin Bieber's wife. She is a model, influencer, business owner, and constantly under fire on social media. Usually because of her husband or her husband's ex, Selena Gomez. Those three have not been able to escape each other. Either Hailey's getting attacked for shading Selena, Selena's getting attacked for copying Hailey, Justin's getting accused of not being over Selena. It's the love triangle mess that never seems to go away, despite all parties saying that there are no bad feelings, and also they're all married or engaged. Still, the drama persists. Regarding its first-class ticket to Coachella this year, most of the drama is literally just surrounding fan concerns for the baby hitmaker and his half-off pants. Videos of him stumbling around the festival have gone viral online. However, it is worth noting that the stumbling might not be because Bieber is like inebriated or anything like that, and instead just because of those pants. Of course, when it came time for the actual concert he was attending, Bieber did look like he was enjoying himself. People are bringing Hailey's name into the mix though, some even blaming her for Justin's recent behavior, saying she isn't like supportive enough or whatever. She does always look very put together in comparison to Justin. It's even sparked a funny couple's Halloween costume, get glam girlfriend and chill boyfriend, but yeah, when she is at one level fashion-wise and he doesn't always meet her there, it can look a little bit weird. But what's she supposed to do about that? Lay out his clothes in the morning? Dress him, the adult man? If these are the clothes he's comfortable in, then he should wear them. The poor guy's been through enough in Hollywood as it is. He probably did have people laying out his fashion for him for a long time, so he's in his experimental era now. However, some Reddit users have a different, unique outlook on the situation. Pretty Bun Bun on Reddit has suggested that Justin has been acting out so much lately in the past few months because Hailey used to mother him, and now that they have a baby and she is a mother, she can't pay attention to Justin as much. Not that they are suggesting that there's no underlying mental health issues, because we don't know if there are, and we also don't want to say that there aren't, but where Hailey might have been lending extra support or a shoulder to cry on, she probably just can't anymore now that they have a brand new member of the family. Unfortunately, Coachella is not an isolated incident. Bieber has been behaving kind of erratically over the past few months, making odd posts on social media, stepping out in fits that people just disapprove of. Then there was the altercation with some paparazzi right before Coachella started. As Justin was walking to a coffee shop, there were paparazzi waiting outside, which isn't abnormal, but Justin really didn't want to see them that day. He flipped the script and got in their space. He scolded them for not caring about human beings and only caring about the money. The altercation, it was pretty short because once Justin seemed to realize that even though he was telling them to leave, they weren't going to go anywhere. This comes after a string of posts from Bieber about how he hasn't been feeling amazing right now and is working through some things, including anger issues. Some fans are suggesting that Justin's erratic behavior as of late has ties to a past relationship with Selena Gomez. They claim that Justin is still hung up on Gomez, and seeing her so happy with her fiancé, Benny Blanco, celebrating their engagement is causing the singer to spiral. A Reddit user reposted some of Bieber's recent stories that fans have considered proof that Bieber is crashing out due to Selena's engagement, one being a video of Gollum from Lord of the Rings with the ring that he so loves, the caption on the post reading, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." Now, even people that have been fighting to say that Justin isn't trying to shade his ex 24/7 are a bit caught on that one. Selena and fiancé Benny Blanco just released a song together at the end of March called "How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten?" Features lyrics like, "Look at you, just look at you now, you're so embarrassing. How does it feel to be forgotten? I hope one day you heal." And fans are pretty convinced that she is talking about Justin Bieber. They wonder if Selena's track is the reason that Justin has been interesting on the internet lately, posting cryptic photos and statements. One being a photo of him with a caption about wanting to work on his anger issues and wanting to grow. Of course, Bieber has been posting similar content and behaving erratically online for the past few months. Speculation about Justin and Hailey's marriage intensified after reports emerged that Justin unfollowed Hailey on Instagram back in January, a move that he later claimed was accidental. Someone apparently hacked his account. Fans also noticed Hailey's cryptic social media posts and her apparent absence during key moments in Justin's life. These incidents have fueled rumors of marital discord, with some fans suggesting that Hailey's presence may exacerbate Justin's struggles rather than alleviate them. Recently, Justin went live on Instagram, and fans noticed that after that he briefly deactivated his account, and his wife, Hailey Bieber, unfollowed him. Of course, everyone freaked out about the latter thing, especially after what happened at the beginning of the year. Hailey was quick to reassure people that this was just another fluke of the Instagram app. She refollowed him in the end, and it was revealed that it was probably just because he deactivated his account that it took so long to get everything back in order. Hailey has publicly addressed the accusations surrounding her marriage many times, expressing frustration over the constant negative attention on the relationship. She revealed that people have doubted their happiness since day one, and admitted that such criticism continues to hurt her deeply. However, her statements have done little to quell public speculation about their marriage. Beyond his marriage, Justin Bieber's career and personal relationships have undergone a pretty significant upheaval. He recently cut ties with his longtime manager, Scooter Braun, and distanced himself from several close friends and mentors, raising raising questions about his stability and decision-making during this period. While some fans blame Hailey for exacerbating Justin's issues, others argue that she is being unfairly targeted. Hailey has consistently defended their relationship against public criticism and emphasized her commitment to supporting Justin through difficult times. However, reports of tension between the couple persists. Observers have noticed signs of physical and emotional distance during public appearances, as well as conflicting narratives about their happiness. For instance, while Hailey insists they are content together, rumors of divorce continue to circulate online. Social media platforms like TikTok have become hotbeds for fan theories and debates about the couple's future. Videos analyzing their interactions often go viral, reflecting intense public interest in their private relationship dynamics. While some users advocate for compassion towards both parties, others call for Hailey to leave Justin if their marriage is causing harm. Justin Bieber's recent meltdown highlights the complex interplay between fame, personal relationships, and mental health. While leaked footage has raised alarms about his well-being, it also underscores the challenges he faces in navigating life under constant scrutiny. Hailey Bieber remains a central figure in this narrative, either as a source of support or as a scapegoat for fan frustrations. As rumors swirl about their marriage and individual struggles they persist, it remains unclear how Justin and Hailey will address these challenges moving forward, but for now, fans continue to watch very closely.